This moment, we are happy because of this.
Tuko na gapu kubwa sana hatujatembelea wasichana. Si kweli? Niambie Senator Mutinda. Na anatutetea and he is working together with our governor. Awapigani as we go on miaka 5 tutakuwa na pride ama tutakuwa na kitu ya kujivunia na tutasema kwa hivyo tukisema ni kuongezea miaka mingine ndio tutakuwa tunaona kile kule.
Tabbing everybody, and it has been commented seriously by different church organizations, communities, business people, and the best person whom I recommend and give my congrats is our dear president. He commented about it, he condemned it, and I seriously support that LGBTQ shouldn't be around amongst our students, our youth, and any other person. But on a serious note, this case or this issue begins as low as primary. So we need to look at it on a serious note. It goes on into primary, secondary, and universities. It's high there. And by the time we realize that it is within us, it has spread. It began early, and now it is all over. It's even with married women. They are trying it, they are doing it, but you can't know. It's a very secretive game. It is now in our hands. It is now an open thing. It's no longer a secret. It used to be. It's no longer a secret. My worry is if we bring in a law like it was trying to come, I support that we don't bring in a law. I condemn the whole issue as a person, as a professor, as a specialist, that once the law becomes a law, it's very difficult to get out of the law. So for us as councillors, we shall be confused on how to help the victims because they will quote the law. But now when there is no law, we are able to go about it. Many councillors have seen this case, but because counseling is confidential, private, we can't talk about the issues of people, we couldn't bring it out until it has been brought out by somebody else, and the community is now crying, and we are all busy crying about it. It is refused, it is condemned by the Bible. Leviticus 18 talks about it, and even other Bible verses condemn it. So we are also condemning it, because when God created, he said, go and multiply. For me, I'm looking at it as a way of reducing population. Here is the issue now. Those who are already in the game, I pray that all councillors will come in together with the psychiatrists, and try to see how we can help them to get out of it and to stop more recruitment. Because once they face a councillor, they will be shown methods of stopping the game and coming back to the society as clean people, and then I request the society, after they have been cancelled, to accept them so that they don't stigmatize them. Because if we do stigmatization, then they go underground to recruit more, and this is not what we would wish them to do. And stigma could be from me or from the person himself. Now that it has been refused, it is being talked, then I'm sure they will go underground to look for ways to continue. And that is not the best way to do it, or the best way to tackle it.
I see me. Years back, I look at you, I see myself. At times I could sit there, because we used Is it the same way? Hey! Wow. I'm not here even politically, because my county that I represent is in another region. But I came to where I started my life journey. Because Kiriari girls, when you tell me to produce my certificate, I am happy to produce one certificate of a secondary education at St. Anne's Girls Kiriari High School. This is the only school in Embu that had a principal. The only principal, none other than Mrs. Wawero. And I'm here to encourage you today. To encourage you because it was tough. It was tough. True story, it was tough. Very tough. But it was for our own good. Because what shaped me is this secondary school. This one. I come from a single mother. So for those ones who think that because I come from a single parent, I cannot make it, I tell you today, you're wrong. You're very wrong. Yes, I can say, I can count the few times the bazaar. I was in the list of bazaar for school balance. For those ones who have challenges of school fees, your journey will never be stopped because there was a challenge of school fees. I remember we used to have opportunities where we could have visitors, a few, who would just encourage us. But they were not from the school. Me, I'm the example. Because this is my institution. And I say it and I pronounce it. And I would want you to help me. Pronounce the name of St. Anne's Girls High School, Kiriari. I would want you to help me. All I ask from you is to help me continue pronouncing the name. Things have become so bad today that the world has evolved into a Western culture. A culture that saddens us as your seniors, as your big sisters. And that is what I want to talk about today also. Na ni ile culture wazungu wamekuja nayo, wanaita L. Say it loudly. The first key important thing is information. We will not shy away that we don't know it is called LGBTQ. You need to accept that that is how it's called, so that you understand the negativity of it, the shame of it. I come as your senator today, as an alumni of St. Anne's Girls High School, to also tell you, my younger sisters, kindly rebuke it. Rebuke it. Today I'm a married woman, happily married. So why do you want your sister there to become something that God does not allow? Why do you have to shut your dreams? Because of the Western culture that you want to accept. I ask you and I humbly ask you, and firmly say, do not get into that space. Let me tell you, when you get your ID, you see now you're in school, you are under uniform and everything. Life is good as long as you're disciplined. It is beautiful. It is. Because when you have your own ID, so you are now of 18. So unafanya ile maneno unataka. Lakini hata kama unaifanya, my friend, lazima kuwe na mpangilio. Si lazima kuwe na mpangilio. Which is very important. And I want to tell you, my girls, my beautiful young girls, there's nobody, we were all created by the image of God. Na unajua nini siku hizi tu mwanaume anakwambia you are beautiful. hataki hata kuanguka. You are beautiful, my friend. What else do you want why do you want everybody to tell you? Ati hiyo tu unaambiwa tu wewe unasikia uko cloud 9. They will always say that word. That is their phrase. Tunaelewana? So don't always, feel on top of her because that is a statement that has come. It is part of the process of them getting close to you. Ati wewe ni mrembo, yes, who is not created by the image of God. We are all beautiful. So let that not be the something that attracts you. Set your standards, girl. Set your standard. The standard of a woman begins with you, knowing that you're a girl child. Then why were you not born a boy? You were born a girl who transitions into a lady, into a woman. And I want you to rejoice by being a girl, a good girl, a disciplined girl, a visioned girl. Specialized. So I enjoyed when I transitioned. I remember I did agriculture. And I was the in charge agriculture. I was the prefect of agriculture. I didn't go for science, because there are those ones who felt like, sasa green ya tu wa shamba. Wewe unaona shamba hapa? Unaiona? Mimi hapa niliposomea mambo ya LGBTQ, mimi nawaomba mpigane nayo kabisa. And I want to encourage my fellow colleague leaders, my fellow legislators. Let us go back to the institutions that we learned. Let us go back to our schools and start rebuking the LGBTQ issue in these schools. Because where we are, God has given us opportunities. And none of us, and actually like my colleagues, none of us is in that kind of a thing. We all have good families, we are settled. So I urge my colleagues, if you heard the president yesterday clearly state that we are not going to allow LGBTQ. And I want to stand and support His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. Because he has categorically, also with the Deputy President Rigathi, announced and pronounced that they are not going to support LGBTQ. Ishindwe katika jina la Yesu. I want you to spread the message when you meet with your colleagues in the other schools. Talk to them. Talk to them. And if someone wants to recruit you to that, don't push them away. Just tell them it is not the right way. Because if you do not tell them, somebody else will embrace them. Imagine your own children. Imagine if, imagine now, surely, you are a product of LGBTQ. How do you tell your friends? Me, my both parents are same. What is that even explaining? What is that? And now if your parents, did not embrace what God told us to embrace in terms of marriage, then where will we come from? Look at how the economy has been. We have some challenges. Mzazi ame-struggle. Surely mzazi ame-struggle. Hata saa zingine ameenda tu kwa MP amepata hata kabasari surely. Ameuza majani chai, saa zingine hata dividends hazijakuja on time. Umeandikia barua iko kwa bazaar, file ya bazaar pale jina yako iko, uruhusiwe tu usome. Alafu wewe unataka kutoka hapa na certificate mbili. Hii ya shule ya Kenya National Examination Council, alafu sasa unataka kujipatia certificate nyingine at LG what not. What is that? Is that a certificate to carry? Is that a certificate to carry? What are we saying about it? It's a complete Kiriari girls? It's a complete no. And a complete no. And a complete no. Spread the word to your fellow students out there. Encourage them to stop this issue. Pia mkirudi pale manyumbani, mko na mtindo sana wa kukua na uhusiano mwingi sana na simu zenu. Ndio tunakubali it is a digital world. Lakini let me tell you, that phone is not going to pay your bills if you're not going to ensure that you study also. And the knowledge that I got from Kiriari, nobody can take away from me. Or you know why? Education is what your parent can give or your guardian can give you. And nobody can ever take it away from you. The education that I got here, you cannot take away. It is in me. So take that opportunity and ensure that the knowledge that you get, nobody takes away. Because that is what your parents can give, so that tomorrow you are able to voice out, tomorrow you are able to defend yourself. Are we together?
Mrembo tuonane.
I told my team that yes, that is the same gay element.
To start pulling it up. You just came here to learn to get it. Don't make it difficult for your teachers. Don't make it.
Support and encouragement. You have truly been a gift in my life. I don't know how I could ever thank you for all that you have done, for all that you do. You went above and beyond. Let me start my day by reminding you that you are a gift to this world, and I am grateful you are here. From Senator Tabitha Mutinda.
So much.